And now, Parts Bin.
If you're into building things with metal, you know how important it is to be able to cut this stuff, especially if you're working with tubing or angle iron or square tubing, things like that. Because generally you need to cut a fish mouth or an angle or a miter or a notch into it. And that is where a cold saw comes in. Take a look. A cold saw is a lot different than a chop saw because a chop saw uses an abrasive blade and friction to cut the metal. So you're blowing sparks out all over your shop all the time. A cold saw uses a traditional style cutting blade. It turns very slowly, and as you can see, it's got cutting fluid that runs across the blade all the time. Now this allows you to cut material extremely quick, very thick metal, with no heat, no distortion. Try that with a chop saw. Also, because of its adjustability, the cold saw will allow you to cut those miters and those fish mouths and those angles that you need to do your fabrication. These things are actually so accurate that they will cut metal thin enough to where you can make your own washers and your own spacers. Now that is amazing. If you need to cut tubing, you need a cold saw, and Dake is where you go to get it.